and I'd like to welcome you all to our advanced tech training for today. And we will be covering apps for summer. Happy July, and I know the solstice was, around the end of June 2021, that day. But again, it is very much summer right now, so I hope you get to take advantage of these different apps and during the summer, but also year round. So thank you. The WildTech DC Senior iPad program, its owners and presenters offer technical assistance, virtual health, well-being information designed for educational purposes only. You should not rely on the information, any applications or topics made by WildTech, including but not limited to mobile device applications and any social media pages maintained by WildTech, its owners or presenters as a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, treatment, or legal advice. Thank you so much for letting me read the disclaimer. If you cannot see me, hear me, or see the screen, please let me know in the chat, as you always do, and I really appreciate that. Make sure you have some kind of notes next to you so you can record some information down if you'd like, so you could review it or take a look at it later. And let's make sure our TVs and cell phones are silenced to the best of our abilities to give others, but most importantly yourself, the most immersive experience. And again, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. To keep our meetings organized and avoid speaking over each other, I just ask that you use the raise hand feature. You can find it in the toolbar, and again, either during and or at the end of the session, you'll have the opportunities to ask questions, comments, concerns, anything of that nature during and or at the end of the session. So if you want to raise your hand, which I want everyone to take a look at, appreciate that, is you tap more at the top right, and then you tap raise hand if you would like to raise your hand. If your toolbar is at the bottom of your screen, you'll have to hit reactions and then you can hit raise hand. But again, most of us should have our toolbar at the top. But again, if it's at the bottom, you will hit reactions and then raise hand. So again, if you're here ready to learn more about apps for summer, if you're present, if you enjoyed the meditation, if you enjoyed us going over our sessions this week, please raise your hand in Zoom. Thank you, appreciate that. We have 12 hands so far, about 30 folks on. I appreciate you all coming on and starting your week off on the right foot. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. We're at lucky number 13. I appreciate that. You all can hit lower at the bottom by hitting lower. So, once you're caught on, don't forget to lower your hand, just like in real life, so we can make sure that everyone is acknowledged and heard. So I really appreciate that. When we have 3 hands up. So again, don't forget to hit lower at the bottom to lower your hands. So again, that way, make sure we can hear and acknowledge everyone. I appreciate that. If you want to communicate non-verbally, the chat is a great way to share a greeting, ask a question, send a photo, send your encouragement, many different options that you can do in the chat. You can access the chat by hitting more at the top right, just like before with the hand. But instead, you're going to hit chat, okay? When you hit chat, this meeting chat window will come up. So right here, it says tap here to chat. You tap on that option. And then the keyboard will come up. You type in your message and you send it using this blue button with the white triangle in it once you've typed it in. Again, you hit more at the top right, you hit chat, you hit tap here to chat, and then you send the message. If your Zoom toolbar is at the bottom, all I have to do is hit chat and then I can access it. So either way, let's all try to share a message in the chat, especially when we first, hop on the Zoom. You may never know whose day you may make, right? So I'm gonna write hello. And then because today is National Video Game Day, let me look for some game emojis. Hey, game, there you go. Different game emojis. Yep, happy Monday. You could share, hope you had a great weekend. Looking forward to the week. Let's beat the heat. Thank you, yeah. You can even send a photo in the chat by hitting the plus sign next to tap here to chat. And then you can hit photo and add any photo from your Photos app. So someone sent this the other day, so I wanted to share it with you all, but you can share pictures or even a file in the chat if you would like. If I hold this one from Brenda, love this one. If I wanted to save it, I just hold the image and then I hit save image with that option. So you hold it with your finger until the menu comes up, and then I can save that image, but I can also just reply to emails as well, or sorry, emails, reply to these messages as well. So I can hold the image and reply to it, or I can hold the text or the message and then reply to it. So I can just send Yvonne some hearts for that message. And then look, this is cool. Thank you for sharing this flyer, Yvonne. I really appreciate that. That's what you can do. You can share information or other images or things of that nature. So I just saved that image to my Photos app. So thank you. Yeah, blessed day. Happy Monday. Good morning. Thank you. Have a blessed day. I love that image. Thank you, Miss Rosemary. I appreciate that. Love it. Thank you, Mr. Harold. I love that image. Thank you. Yeah, have a good, stay cool. Thank you. Shadows will certainly, yes. Thank you, Mr. Thomas. I really appreciate that message. And I appreciate all of your chats, you all. Great. I really, again, thank you. And then if you could share what Zoom sessions you're looking forward to this week and why in the chat as well. Really appreciate that. And I'd love to highlight those throughout our session today. Zion has a Module 1 review game for you all. Look forward to that. And I hope you all enjoy our session with Jordan on Thursday, our session with Robin on Thursday. I really look forward to our trip to Jamaica. I look forward to that with Lou. So I like all of our sessions, but any of your favorites that you're looking forward to, please share in the chat and why those will be your favorites. Thank you so much. And let's go ahead and get started. And again, I love to highlight those sessions you're looking forward to throughout the session. One is we're going to learn all about summer, so some fun facts and videos. We'll also be covering 3 apps today, as usual, Apple Maps, Eventbrite, and a game called Trivia Crack, very popular game. And then we'll, of course, be having an overview and discussion and talk about how will you enjoy your summer in 2024. So again, first out, we'll be talking about some fun facts and videos. So summer is one of the 4 seasons in many parts of the world, as we know, characterized by warm or hot weather. Hey, tell me about it in DC, right? It is typically associated with longer days, abundant sunlight, and higher temperatures. The origins of summer can be traced back to the Earth's axial tilt and its orbit around the sun. During summer, the hemisphere tilted toward the sun experiences more direct sunlight, resulting in warmer temperatures. The exact cultural and historical significance of summer varies across different societies and regions. It is often celebrated as a time for vacations, outdoor activities, and enjoying nature's bounty. So that is literally the definition of summer, which I think is quite interesting. This video is what is the summer solstice? So of course, the turn of summer, this occurs. So just to learn more about what happens and what is the summer solstice.
Hey Guess Whatters, are you excited for summer? I know that we are here, and the summer's already hot, but did you know it's not officially summer until the summer solstice? The summer solstice happens every year between June 20th and June 22nd. And this is when the sun reaches its highest altitude in the northern hemisphere. And because the calendar doesn't exactly match the Earth's rotation, the exact time changes somewhat every year. But this makes it the longest day of the year, with sunlight that lasts for 17 hours. It's also not uncommon to see people staying out a bit later during this time of the year. And during the summer solstice, it seems that the sun just lingers in the sky for a few days around June 20th to June 22nd. And did you know that astronomers can determine the exact moment of the solstice? But this moment varies from year to year. So even though your calendar might say June 1st is the first day of summer, summer actually begins when the summer solstice happens. You see, meteorologists break the year into 4 different seasons, which are summer, fall, winter, and spring. And the summer solstice always happens later than the first day of summer that are written on the calendar. The summer solstice begins when the tilt of the Earth's axis is most inclined towards the sun directly above the Tropic of Cancer, and we'll learn more about that in a few minutes. The winter solstice, which is the opposite of the summer solstice, happens around December 20th to 22nd. The winter solstice is the exact opposite of the summer solstice. The winter solstice is when the Earth's axis is tilted furthest away from the sun, marking the beginning of winter. And have you ever wondered why days seem longer during the summer? Well, it's because of the way the Earth revolves around the sun. See, if you live in the northern hemisphere, the half of the world that is north of the equator, then you have the longest days of the year in June, usually again around June 20th to 22nd, and that's the summer solstice. And this is when the tilt of the Earth's axis is most tilted towards the sun, again directly above the Tropic of Cancer. The winter solstice happens when the Earth's axis is tilted furthest away from the sun. And the greatest tilt towards the sun is 23.44 degrees, which is known as the Tropic of Cancer. In the rest of the year, the Earth's tilt on its axis is approximately 23.5 degrees and causes the sun's path in the sky to rise and fall each day. And the Earth's atmosphere can bend light over the horizon in different amounts. And this also depends on the weather, which, believe it or not, can change the sunrise and sunset times by up to an entire minute. But what happens if you live in the southern hemisphere, you might ask, the other half of the world south of the equator? Well, believe it or not, everything flips. This means that in the southern hemisphere, the longest day of the year is actually December 21st to 22nd. That's why in Australia, you might see some people swimming at the beach during Christmas, and we're in the colder, more wintry weather here. And did you know that the word solstice comes from the Latin words for sun and standing still? And this is because the sun's position in the sky at noon does not look like it changes all that much during the summer solstice and its surrounding days. So now you might be wondering, well, since the summer solstice is the longest day of the year and gets the most sunlight, well, why does it become hotter about a month or two later? Well, that's because of the Earth's water. See, the Earth's surface is covered up mostly by water, and it takes a while to both heat up and cool down. And because of this, Earth's temperature takes several weeks to catch up to the sun. Did you know that many cultures and civilizations have recognized the sun's northern and southern changes for more than 5,000 years? This includes the Egyptians as well as Celts. And did you know that the most popular tradition around the world for the summer solstice is making a bonfire? Why? Well, bonfires are said to honor the fullness of the sun. And bonfires are also created for superstitious reasons, like pushing away evil and mischievous spirits, and also to bring good fortune. And many activities such as singing and dancing around the bonfire continue to this day in many different parts of the world. So if you want to celebrate the summer solstice, think about some things you can do to honor the sun in your part of the world. Also, during the summer solstice, places in the Arctic Circle may only see the sun on the horizon at midnight, and all places north of it will see the sun above the horizon for a full 24 hours a day. Wow. So now you know when it's officially summer. It's not on June 1st. Did you know that already, or did you learn something new from watching this video?
Wow, so even that last bit, last week we learned about Greenland and how it's called the land of the midnight sun. So kind of what they just talked about. So I learned quite a bit about the solstice and just a little bit more information about our Earth. So I hope you all enjoy that too. If you learned something new about the summer solstice, please raise your hand in Zoom or just from the video in general. If you learned something new, please raise your hand. I did too. That was a fun video, especially just to look at the Earth and kind of how what those words mean and visually kind of see that was very interesting. So thank you. Wow, we reached about 7 hands. I really appreciate that, you all. Thank you so much. Some common celebrations that are celebrated during summer is, of course, the summer solstice, the longest day of the year, and marks the official beginning of summer in the Northern Hemisphere. So in about 2 weeks or so, we'll be about 1 whole month into summer. Independence Day, or otherwise known as July 4th, this day commemorates the country's Declaration of Independence, typically involve fireworks, parades, picnics, and various patriotic activities. So again, I hope you all enjoyed your 4th of July last week. Some other ones around the world are the Obon Festival, observed in Japan. This is a traditional Buddhist event honoring ancestors, which involves various rituals, dances, and lighting of lanterns to guide the spirits of the departed. We also have something called Carnival, a vibrant celebration held in many countries, particularly in Latin America and the Caribbean, which features colorful parades and music, etc. YouTube it if you want to see more about the Carnival. And of course, the Summer Olympics. Every 4 years, the Summer Olympics brings together athletes from around the world to compete in various sports. And it captivates audiences and showcases the remarkable athletic achievements of those participants. Yeah, so the Summer Olympics, really, really big event. Here are some fun facts for summer. So I have 3 fun facts for you all. So first up, have you ever heard of the term the dog days of summer? So this video just talks about that phrase and the meaning behind, again, the dog days of summer. So I hope you all enjoy and again, learn something new.
6:25 new right now. Get ready for another hot and humid day in Southwest Florida. It is going to feel hot. One area that Jason showed was already in the mid-90s, and he's also keeping an eye on those storms that could be coming this way. Here's a look at your hour-by-hour temperatures that Jason just popped up. Some may call it the dog days of summer, but where does that phrase actually come from? Jason Dunning is here with the answer.
Nate, Lisa, for the origin of the phrase dog days of summer, you actually have to go back to ancient times when civilizations like the Greeks and the Romans, they used the sky as a guide and sort of a calendar. And whenever they saw this particular constellation, Canis Major, which means the greater dog, can you see the resemblance? Yeah, it actually looks like a dog in the sky, and it's really marked by Sirius right there at the chest of the dog, one of the brightest stars in the sky. To see it from Southwest Florida, you have to look toward the east-southeast, right around 7 o'clock in the morning, and look just below Orion and Orion's belt. This is the position of that constellation from July 3rd through August 11th. The easiest way to spot it is to look for Sirius. Again, one of the brightest stars, and it has a nickname. Sirius is called the dog star, and it comes up just before the sun. So the Greeks and the Romans, they knew if they saw this coming up with the sun, they were in store for some pretty hot weather, because this position of Canis Major coincides with the hottest days of the year, and this is why we refer to this time as the dog days of summer.
Wow. Cool, right? Our next video, or fun fact, excuse me, is on crickets and temperature. So did you know that you can determine the temperature outside by counting cricket chirps? This video will explain more, but I hope you all enjoy and learn something new.
Hi, I'm Catherine with Yellow Farmer's Almanac. This is Weather and Wisdom for July. One of our readers asks, I heard you can tell the temperature by counting the chirps of a cricket. Is that true? Yes, to determine the outside temperature in degrees Fahrenheit, count the number of times a cricket chirps in precisely 14 seconds and then add 40. For example, if you listen for 14 seconds and hear 30 chirps, add 40 and you've got 70 degrees Fahrenheit. We end today with a proverb. Expect rain when birds stop singing. Thanks for joining us. To learn more about cricket thermometers, go to almanacforkids.com.
Wow. Again, all you do is count the number of chirps that you hear in 14 seconds and add 40, and you'll get the approximate temperature. It works. I literally tried it last year, I remember, and it totally worked. So I think that's so funny. And then last but not least, the height of summer. All about the, a little bit of science, etc. And just talking about does the Eiffel Tower shrink and grow? because, as we know, metal expands in heat and constricts in the cold. So what happens to the Eiffel Tower? Hope you enjoy and learn something new.
Over its 131-year history, the Eiffel Tower has gotten taller thanks to radio and television antennas. But in addition to this new equipment added at the top, its metal structure gains or loses a few centimeters throughout the year. We're here to tell you all about it. When it was inaugurated for the Paris World's Fair on March 31, 1889, the Eiffel Tower, originally called the 300-meter tower, had a total height of 312 meters, making it the tallest tower in the world. It proudly held that title until 1931. That year, it was dethroned by the Empire State Building, 381 meters. Since then, the Eiffel Tower has continued to grow and today measures 330 meters, including the antennas that were successively added at the summit in 1957, 2000 and 2022 to broadcast radio and television. And it may not be over yet. A few centimeters gained in summer, but lost in winter. One of the reasons the Eiffel Tower is still as dazzling as ever is because it adapts to its environment and all types of weather conditions: wind, cold, rain, snow, frost, heat, etc. Like any metal, puddled iron is sensitive to variations in temperature and so reacts to high temperatures in summer and low, or even negative temperatures in winter. When temperatures rise, the tower increases in size. This is a natural physical phenomenon called thermal expansion. Heat causes an increase in volume that makes the Eiffel Tower a few centimeters taller. This expansion also causes the tower to tilt slightly away from the sun. The sun only hits one of the four sides of the tower, creating an imbalance with the other three sides that remain stable, thus causing the Eiffel Tower to lean. In this way, the sun's movement over the course of a clear day can cause the top of the tower to move in a more or less circular curve measuring approximately 15 centimeters in diameter. Conversely, when cold winter weather arrives, the metal structure contracts, and it can lose a few centimeters as well. Suffice it to say that these changes are natural and infinitesimal and have no impact on the robustness of the structure. They are also absolutely imperceptible to visitors and observers. On the other hand, high winds can cause it to wobble or vibrate somewhat without damaging the structure. Because the engineers at Eiffel's company had 20 years' experience designing metal viaducts, the tower was truly, with its curved shapes and edges, designed to minimize wind resistance. But of course, when the wind exceeds certain limits, we close the top floor, or even the whole tower, to protect the public and our staff from the risks posed by turbulent weather conditions.
Wow. And did you know the Eiffel Tower changes in height in the summer and winter? So I hope you all enjoyed these 3 different fun facts: the meaning of the phrase dog days of summer, how you can tell the temperature based off the cricket chirps, and about the Eiffel Tower changing its height in the summer and winter. If you learned something new from these fun facts, either one of them or all of them, please raise your hand in Zoom. And I hope you enjoyed these different fun facts, just all about summer. There's so much, in the world. So I just wanted to find some facts for you all, just so you can know a little bit more, Thank you. Wow, appreciate that. We have about 6 hands up. So please share with your friends and family, and they might be surprised at what you learned today. So thank you. You all can hit lower at the bottom. And then last but not least, we're going to go over some fabulous things to do in this summer in DC. So again, love to showcase what we can utilize in DC. This is one of, again, my favorite sites to look at, fabulous things to do this summer in Washington, DC. I'm going to be sure to copy the link to this page, but there are many different things that you can do. And just literally, it's a Google search, what to do in DC during the summer, etc. Right? This is Washington.org. So they have a lot of different great articles to take advantage of. You could take yourself out to the ballpark and see a Nats game. And again, under each of these, you have a different description, which I think is pretty great. Of course, 4th of July happened, DC waterfronts, um, different activities, different restaurants. Um, they had the Folklife Festival every year on the National Mall. So again, just looking at different options, different boating options next to the Kennedy Center. It's been so long since I've done that myself, so maybe I'll check that off my list this summer. Spot wildlife and water lilies at Aquatic Gardens. That looks beautiful. A rooftop or on a patio. There are many different bars and different restaurants available. You can tap any purple text. It's like a link. So if you want to learn more about the park, or if you want to learn more about boating in DC, etc., you can tap on those options as well. Museum exhibits, different DC museums as well. National Zoo. It's been so long since I've checked out the zoo. They have so many different events as well. If you're up for it, bike sharing, biking, exercise, staying active, outdoor movies as well. My friends just went to go see one next to the wharf, and that was a lot of fun. So, Jazz Festival, it's August 28th, December 1st, 20th anniversary of the festival. So it's gonna be great. 20th anniversary, that's a long time. Different events, National Museum, Summer Restaurant Week, Labor Day activities, many different options. So I hope you all get to take advantage and explore DC, as much as we can, with the weather and the heat, and, we're taking that in mind, but it's good to see what's going on, in our own city. So I'm going to post that link to that article in the chat. Just so again, you can see the different options and share them with others as well. I'm liking that jazz festival. It's pretty cool. So thank you. I hope you all enjoyed that showcase again of what you can do in DC. And thank you for the chat too. While I see that many of us are looking forward to our trip to Jamaica, our session this afternoon review. I appreciate that. And I thank you all so much for participating so far. I hope you learned something new. We're going to go into our apps today. So again, Apple Maps, Eventbrite, and a game called Trivia Crack. Apple Maps, you can explore the world, and this app is the best way to navigate and explore the world on your iPad, all with your privacy protected. So this is, of course, an app from Apple. So this should all be on our iPads already, and I hope you've taken advantage of the Apple Maps app. As you can see, the basic gist of it is you can see the directions from anywhere. You can have stops. You can travel by driving, by car, by public transportation. They give you the different options. You can avoid highways or tolls if you want. You can schedule it in advance. You can just search for different places, etc. So this is a very, very useful app to take advantage of, especially if you're going on a trip, or if you're just trying to, see where you need to go, or some quick directions. I'm the type of person, for most of the places that I go, I kind of know the areas around, but if I didn't, I would just take a look at the directions to kind of get familiar with the route that I may need to take. So again, this app is already on your iPads, but I'm still just going to go to the App Store and access it in that way. And then that way I'll be able to put the link in the chat. Again, this is Apple Maps. It's right here on the left-hand side. I'm going to hit the share button at the top right. Again, you can share it with others, but this is, again, Apple. If they have an Apple device, they'll have this app. But I'm going to copy the link. But look, again, it says the best way to explore the world. You can see things in many different ways. You can discover great places. There are guides within the Apple Maps app right here. You can explore cities in 3D. You can plan your transit journey if you want. So in this area, you can see the bus, you can see the metro in whatever city. So of course there's WMATA on on maps as well, but it's a great way and you can to see how to get around. So there are many different features as well. Things that, even I haven't taken advantage of yet, I know that are available. So it's just, you use it up to you on how you like to use the Apple Maps app. I'm going to go ahead and put it into the chat so that way you all can tap on it and utilize it. And then if I go back to my presentation, you know, this video I had shared in the past, and I know this is for iPhone that you'll see.
Here's how auto.
Sorry about that. The iPhone for this video right here, but they very much apply to the iPad as well on how to utilize the Apple Maps app. So I'm going to also copy this link and post it in the chat. I'm going to mainly focus on the other two apps today. But again, I'm going to also post that video if you want to utilize or check that out as well. I know it says iOS 16, we're on iPadOS 17, but many of the concepts and just utilizing the app, you can also check out through that video. Okay, but this is the Apple Maps app. So if you've utilized it before, if you want to utilize it, if you want to take advantage of getting directions or just seeing where you can go, you can see things in 3D. If you're interested in using it more, please raise your hand in Zoom. Again, this is the Apple Maps app. Again, you can go by directions, you can go by driving, by public transportation, by walking, by car, etc. You can add different stops to your route. You can see, you know, even when you do the route, you can see what the highest traffic area, like in red or in yellow, and there are different routes that you can take that they provide as well. So it's very much, you know, a very simple app to utilize, and it's just all about experimenting and trying it out and seeing what options that work for you. So thank you all. I see we have about 8 hands. I appreciate that. You all can hit lower at the bottom. Thank you so much. Our next app today is called Eventbrite. You may have heard it or even utilized it before. You can check out different local events and things to do. Discover popular local events and get event recommendations just for you. Get tickets and quickly access all of your Eventbrite tickets and event information from your device. Find something new to do, whether that be concerts or festivals or classes or conferences, free events, and more, right in the palm of your hand. So yeah, if you just want to find something to do, you're going to go to the Eventbrite app, and they have some different options as well. I'm going to go to the App Store, hit the search, and search for the app. It appears here at the top right-hand side. Over 1.2 million ratings. It's a very, very, very popular app that many people utilize. So just like before, I'm going to copy the link to the app and post it into the chat. Then again, all you do is go to the App Store and hit search and search for the name or type of app that you want to utilize. And you're going to go ahead and get it, of course, input your Apple ID information, whatever prompts come up, so you can download the app, and you are going to open it. When you open it, I will admit it will not look like this. I highly recommend you sign up for an account at that point, whether that be through, if it gives the Apple ID option or just the email option. It's very easy to create an Eventbrite account. But once you do, this is what your app will look like. Again, I recommend you have your app vertically. As you can, well, you know, vertically, I see it's a little bigger. Either way, if I move my iPad around, you know, it's whatever is easiest for you to see. But at the top is, of course, you can search for events if you want. But look, I'm in the mood for something creative, playful, adventurous, more events to allow. So they just give different options. Look at all these different events that are going on. Different options, collections, who to follow from nearby cities, free events, community and culture events, performing and visual arts events. So you can even go like through just the homepage. Again, that toolbar at the bottom, that's how you're going to go through the app and see what's going on. So like maybe adventurous, roadside comedy, Scotts Run Nature Preserve, what are Arlington, Virginia, Magic Mike, 718, wow, open mic, all these different options, just something creative. So summer art market, that's cool. Wine and watercolors. Sewing 101, hey. Some are paid, as you can see, and some are free. So you just have to see the different options that you have available. But that's just the home section right here. You have, of course, the search option. So you can see the different searches. You can search for events, you can filter events. all these different options. There's something for everybody, right? On the middle option, you can look at your upcoming tickets, your past tickets that you've had. This fourth option here at the bottom right is your favorites, or your favorite events, you favorite your organizers, you favorite the collections, etc. And then at the bottom right here is the profile tab. So you saw my test email right there as well. So that's, you can see everything about your profile in that section. But again, let's go here. Let's see, look, this is a free event right here. DC Noma Summer Barbecue, Hampton Water Rose Summer Tour. What is that? That looks pretty cool. Whenever you see something that you like, of course, you tap on it. You can favorite the event at the top, right? You see that heart, I can favorite it if I want to. That's how you favorite an event. You can also share it by hitting the share button at the top right, and of course, share it through mail, copy the link, etc. I can follow this organizer. I can see more information about the event, the location. If I want to get tickets, all I have to do is hit get tickets. And then because this is free, you don't even have to put any information. You could just register for that particular event. Let's go to another one. This is, let's see, all these different options. R&B on the water, what? That looks like a lot of fun, right? So this is a paid event. Iconic Navy Yard waterfront, that's cool. They give the location. Again, get tickets. You can favorite those as well. So look at that, but this one, DuPont Circle Summer Sip and Shop. That looks like a lot of fun. No, this is a free event. Same idea, DuPont Circle gives you the, wow. So look, you can always just see what's going on. Maybe if I search for events, maybe I'll search for anything regarding food. Let me see. Pure stand-up showcase, Capitol Hill Luncheon, Capitol Food Tour, food festivals. Wow. So again, anything that you like, you can search for. So with the Eventbrite app, you can get tickets to different events. You can see what's going on in DC. You can favorite your events. You can favorite your tickets. You can just see what's going on in DC. So and around anywhere that you're at, you can check it out by doing that. If you like the Eventbrite app, if you would like to utilize it, see what's going on in DC, please raise your hand in Zoom. Again, there's something for everybody. And I'm pretty sure, you know, there's a way, I'm not sure with this app, but there's another app where you can put basically your event on the Eventbrite page. So if you search for Eventbrite in the App Store, you'll be able to see that other option as well. I think it's called Eventbrite Manager or Eventbrite Host or something, but you can also host your own events as well in this manner. But thank you all, I appreciate that. I see about 6, 7 hands, thank you. You all can hit lower at the bottom to lower your hand. Thank you, Brenda, appreciate that. Yeah, on your phone. It's a great app to utilize just to see what's going on in DC. And our last app for today is a game. It's called Trivia Crack. It's very, 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 very popular. One of a very old app, still kicking it in 2024, but still very popular. You can play fun quiz questions and games. Have fun challenging people in the hottest trivia game. Let their friendly spinner wheel Willy select which questions you'll answer from 6 different categories. Be the first to get the 6 crowns to win, but watch out for the rematch. So again, this is a game, a knowledge game. So as you can see, it's multiple choice, and you'll see how it is with the game. It's very, very popular. You may have played it on your phone before, etc. But we're gonna go to the App Store and we're gonna type in again the name or type of app that we want to download or utilize. So this game has many different variations. So look, top left, this is, yep, 728,000 ratings, very popular app. There's also Trivia Crack 2. There's a adventure Trivia Crack. I like this game very much. I wanted to include it in a future session, but it's a very fun game. Explore Quiz. And then there's also just some other quiz games as well. But look, Trivia Crack right here. Very, very popular game, over 728,000 ratings, many reviews. And you know, I love me some trivia, so I hope you all do as well. I just copy the link and I'm gonna paste it into the Zoom chat so that way you can tap on it and download it and utilize it as well. So again, I just posted that link into the chat and we'll all be able to participate and let's play some of this game. Okay, so of course, I have played this before, so you may see some additional like tutorials or things of that nature. So yeah, any prompts on the screen. Look, this is kind of a mini game within the app. Earn shells, playing classic, complete the scene, and win rewards. So that's a mini little event, right? So look, active events here at the bottom. You can see what's going on. Quick rewards, a gift for you. Show. Oh, this is they even have little pets, right? That's really cool. Let's call him Larry. I don't know. Feed your pet. Make sure your pet is happy by feeding it cookies. Answer the questions. You can get cookies, and you'll get more in-game rewards, things of that nature. So they have different mini games as well. The bottom left is the home section. You can see what's going on here. With your games, you can send a link. At the top right, you have your search. You can search for players and see your notifications. The second option, you can see different events. So different, again, mini games within the game. There's a survival arena. There's a treasure mine. There's a guess and grab. There's a daily question. There's different challenges, survival mode. There's video trivia channels, trivia-thon. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That looks like a lot of fun, right? So there are many different options that you can, or different mini games you can play within. The fourth
Let's
option,
have some fun with flags.
you know, in like social media, you know, you have those different reels, those different short videos. Even this game or this app has those as
National
well.
flag of Canada has a red leaf in the center. What tree leaf is it?
Yeah,
That's right.
isn't that cool? Like
Canadian maple leaf
literally
flag has become
trivia reels where you can play and watch videos and learn more. That's so cool. And this option right here at the bottom right, this is the shop option, so you can pay in real life cash for certain power-ups. What do you see at the bottom? There's certain things that are free or cost in-game time. So I just claimed my free gift for the day where I got additional experience for playing the game.
the most.
Well, let's go ahead and hit play. There are many different options, right? But let's go with classic. 1v1. And let's see what goes on. Okay, so again, once you play, you spin the wheel and you see what's going on. It's what topic that you get. So we got science. So you all can unmute if you like. What dogs are those? And we have only 15, 20 seconds to answer. So what dogs are those? Those are poodles? Okay, good, thank you. Good. So you can like that, you could share that fact or whatever, you can comment on it, or you can hit continue. So look, we got it, we got that right. So we can spin again. So this one's geography. Where is Steve Irwin from?
Australia.
Good. And then let's spin one more time. This is art. What are other words for blue?
A zoo.
Yep,
Cobalt.
cobalt. Good. Yep. Like that question. That's cool. And look at that. We just earned a crown. So we can choose a character. So what I recommend that you do at this part is choose the one that you don't like or you know, that you don't feel like you are not able to answer as much. So for me, that would be kind of sports. The sports questions on this game always kind of get me. So I'm gonna hit sports, and then let's figure this out together. Once we get it right, we earn that trophy. So the Harlem Globetrotters basketball team was founded in what city?
New York City.
New York. Yep. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Nope. It wasn't.
Detroit.
I know. Oh wow.
Detroit.
So look, we can watch the video if you want to get the character. If you want to do that. So you know,
let's watch it.
it's you know, it's an advertisement. If I could even get it to come up, there you go. Yeah, and advertisements. So sometimes you're able to do that with other games that we play through. There are different, if you lose your streak or something, you can watch a video and you can go back to it. So this is about a 10, 15, 20-second video. I'm looking at the bar at the bottom, just waiting for it to be done. But these ads, like some of them are legit games. Maybe this is for Monopoly. There is a Monopoly app, of course, and this is the one, but some of the ads, they do have good games or that you can check out. But look, it's done. I'm waiting for the fast forward. There you go. Now I'm looking for the X. Hit the done at the top left. Hit the X. And now I'm back here, okay? So what sport involves players throwing bags into holes? This one's a lot easier. the first one, right, you all?
Cornhole. Yeah.
There you go. So now we got that out of the way. Good. So now we got that one trophy. So again, you see at the top left, we have to earn all the trophies first. But we haven't gotten a question wrong. So let's keep going. Okay, science again. Who was that?
Hawking. Stephen Hawking.
Sometimes they can be so difficult. Sometimes they can be relatively easy. Everyone knows a little different things, but you know what I'm saying? Some of them can be real easy, some of them can be real hard, This one is sports. Goodness gracious. I don't know who Larry Bird is.
He's a basketball player.
When did he retire?
90? 1990.
90? I'm hearing a lot of 90.
99, I think 93.
Oh, well, either one, it was 92. So let's not play a video, but look, that's what you do whenever, well, look, they give you an advertisement anyway. But just like, with some of the other apps like Scrabble and Boggle things, you don't have to play just one game at a time. There goes the X. You can play multiple at one time. So if I go hit play, or if I go back to the home option right here, you see my matches that I can play. Let's try another option. This one says survival. That one looks a lot of fun. Answer questions correctly to stay alive. Compete in real time to earn points. So yeah, we're waiting for different opponents. So you're playing against 9 other people. Isn't that fun? And you're seeing and you're seeing who survives first. What is the correct spelling for a bird?
F-O-W-L. F-O-W-L. F-O-U-L.
Yeah, F-O-W-L. Good. Y'all got that right.
Bird.
Yep. You lost. Look, some of the different game modes, I haven't even been able to check out and stuff. But it's all about trying the different ones that you have available and things of that nature. But I hope you all enjoyed that app and that game. And thank you all so much for participating. I really appreciate that. If you liked this game, if you like Trivia Crack, if you like Eventbrite, if you like even the Apple Maps option, if you like any of the apps, if you want to try any of these apps out, Trivia Crack, but also the other ones as well, please raise your hand in Zoom. And then that was so much fun. Again, any of the apps that we covered today, again, we covered Apple Maps, Apple's own Maps app, where you can look up directions by car, by driving, by bus, by walking, by many different methods. You can choose to avoid highways or tolls. You can add stops. You can see what's going on with the traffic. You can look at different guides. You can see places in 3D, etc. So there's a lot to explore. We also went over Eventbrite, where you can look up different events based on wherever you're at, whether it be food or fun or music or different seminars or things of that nature, festivals, conferences. This is the app to just see what's going on in your area. And last but certainly not least, we covered a game where you can play fun quiz questions, games in many different modes, and just have fun challenging people in this trivia game, right? So thank you all so much for participating. Again, we're, as always, have our overview and discussion and talk about, again, how will you enjoy your summer in 2024 with the apps that we had covered today. So if you want to share your thoughts on today's session, please either raise your hand or keep your hand raised, and we'd love to hear from you before we end for today. What is one new fact that you learned today? Again, I just got reminded of Orion and that constellation I really liked, learning about the crickets and the Eiffel Tower, and just learning more about the summer solstice. What apps are you interested in trying out? I will definitely play more of that game just to check it out, the different modes and see what's going on, and of course to learn more. And then what is your favorite summer memory? If you have one, and then how will you enjoy your summer in 2024 with your iPad or just in general? But thank you all so much for participating. And again, we love to hear from as many of you as we like before we have to end for today. So either share your thoughts in the chat or you can raise your hand. First up is Anne. Hey, Anne, how are you? Thanks for participating
morning,
as always.
How you doing, Alex? Stay
Good,
cool
good.
today. I understand it's going to be brutal.
Oh, touche, and touche for everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, everybody stay hydrated. I'd like to make a comment on one of my favorite summer memories. But before I do that, I was interested in the app that you were talking about, the events, and Brenda said it's worth looking at. So I'm definitely going to check that out. And cutting that person off. I don't know who the heck that is. And how will I enjoy my summer? I'm not quite sure. Hopefully, the rest of it is not going to be as sad as the last few days. So,
oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Anne.
No,
I hope it's better as well. You know.
Yeah, and one of my favorite summer memories is when I was younger, and my grandmother and my mother, we used to go to the festival on the mall. And
oh yeah, the Folklife Festival, right?
Yeah, the Folklore Festival. And my cousin and I used to take the babies when they were younger. And that was when I could walk and do things that I like to do. So, and we used to go to the museums and go in and cool off and go back out and do some stuff and rest and have an umbrella and go stay on off and look at the fireworks. And it was a lot of fun. And people weren't mean and evil sometimes, like they are now. So sometimes you have these incidents, but we didn't have any incidents this year. On the mall.
Oh no, Anne. No, it looked so beautiful down there.
Yeah, it was really peaceful, and I'm glad to hear that. But I would like for us to remember the little boy that died at the 4th of July that was shot, and for the 3 guys that were football players that were killed. One of them is a grandson of one of my mother's co-workers.
Yes.
Got a job with the football team, and just shows you how people that drive, that don't pay attention, that are very rude to other people and do things that cause people to die. So, amen.
Yes, thank you so much, Anne. What I will say is, well, again, thank you so much for participating. I really appreciate that, Anne, and thank you for your comments. I certainly did see both of those things occur over the weekend. So we're just going to keep, of course, them in our hopes and prayers, and we just got to make sure we always, think of, doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And just, but what I will say, and you can do anything that you put your mind to. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever that you did do, in the most capacity, just do what you can. And that's what we all can do at the end of the day, is just do what we can and just utilize the different things that are around us to help us alleviate some of that feeling, But thank you. Hi, Greer. Thanks so much for volunteering. How are you?
I'm good, Alex, and good morning to you and good morning to everyone. Let's see. Number one, as Anne said, make certain that we all hydrate and what have you. But what I'd like to say is that Ebright, I had just discovered that a couple of weeks ago. I saw some event that was coming up on the website, and I checked it out, and they referred me to Evite, and I signed up for it. And I said, well, isn't this interesting? When I saw the schedule for today, I said, well, this is amazing. You know, it was just so coincidental that I had just discovered that on my own for a change. So it's worth checking out, everyone. It really, really is. And also, this summer, it's been kind of laid back. I've been to North Carolina to a graduation. My granddaughter was graduating from high school, and I went to that in Fayetteville. And then my grandson up here was graduating from middle school. But in a couple of weeks, we're having our family reunion on my father's side. We're having it, and it's here in the DC metro area. We off Silver Spring, and so I'm looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I'm with the Ushers Association in the metro area, and we're having a convention the same weekend. So my daughter and two of my great grands are going down to New Orleans, and they're going down that Saturday, and they'll be back the following Saturday. And my daughter's birthday is the 22nd, so she'll be gone on her birthday. I really would like to surprise them, and if I can spell able, I'm gonna surprise them and go to that as well in New Orleans. Hopefully I can, but if not, they just have to fill me in. But my great granddaughter is running for nationwide queen of I forgot the contest that they call, but it's a fundraiser. But she won, and she's representing DC metro area. And so I'm just prayerful, and I'd like to surprise them for that event. I think it's either that following Tuesday or Wednesday, and I really would like to be down there for that. But it's kind of laid back until October, and then I'll be going on a cruise to include Aruba, a couple other places. But I usually go on a cruise for my birthday until COVID set in. But with my daughter and I going back on a cruise, and usually I'm always in Miami for my birthday, one way or another. But at any rate,
oh my God! Wow, that sounds so eventful, Greer. I just have to say that sounds.
I'd like to go and do, and my grandchildren they continue to keep me young, and I'm so grateful for that. So I don't want to take up everybody's time, but yeah, that's what's on the agenda so far.
Oh, well, thank you. Good luck with everything, and enjoy the little more laid back time. It sounds like a lot, but I know you can do this, Greer, and we certainly believe in you.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Greer. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. You too now.
Thank you. Wow, we are really running low on time, you all. We have we have two hands. I do want to hear those two hands, but please keep the time in mind. I really appreciate that. Hi, Miss Carolyn. Hope you're well. Hope you enjoyed today's presentation.
Oh, yes. Excuse me. It was very enjoyable. And I agree with Ann, the Bug Life Festival, H Street Festival, Barrack Road Festival, Adams Morgan Festival. I've attended all of those. But the festival I missed the most is the Black Family Reunion, because Dorothy Height had a great program going. And when she died at age 97, the National Council of Negro Women, that I called numerous times, maybe other people can call, to see if they're bringing it back, because Dorothy Height said at the last one, before she died, that they'd never in all those years haven't had any kind of police incident. So who tells you that people can't get along? And it was Black Family Reunion, but it was for everybody, anybody can come. But that's what it was called. It was really, and I used to take my niece and nephew, and she'll be 40 in August, and he was 35 in February. So you know how long ago that went on. But it was a great program. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you so much, Miss Carolyn. Thank you so much for sharing, and I hope you keep the heat and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And last but certainly not least is Miss Wilda. How are you doing today?
Good morning, everyone, and God bless. Real quick, I wanted to say, answer question 2. I'm finding that the Apple apps are excellent. Even they seem to even work better and are much more informative than these other ones. But at Apple, I didn't realize they had so many different kinds of apps. I even know Solitaire app on Apple is much better and even has less commercials or whatever you call it than the one that you just regular download. So Apple apps are really, really good. And then I just want to say this summer, the events app is excellent. Especially about things. Yes, it is excellent. Also, I want to share that I went to Philadelphia to the Sight and Sound Theater. Praise the Lord, to see the story of David. It was excellent. Oh, it was just wonderful, wonderful. Then my family have been saving for the last year. We're going to Disneyland in California. Praise the Lord.
Oh my gosh.
I have 9 great grandchildren between the ages of 12 and 2. Amen. 5 grand and 9 8 grand. So we have been, as a family, this is our first time. We're renting a house on the resort. So we really went all out. I'm looking forward to that, the 22nd through the 28th. And then everyone, I'm soliciting prayer. Amen. I'm soliciting prayer. On July the 30th, I will be going into the hospital. I'm having fusion surgery on my spine. I don't walk well. I was in a car accident a couple of years ago, and my vertebrae has fallen. So I'm having to have a pin fused in the back of my neck and a pin fused in the front of my neck, praying for 50 to 75% better mobility as well as stability. Yeah, I can't balance because of my so. And then I come right when I come back from California on the 28th, I'm going right into surgery July the 30th. So I am soliciting your prayers. I will be out all of August, of course, recuperating with I have to go to rehab, blah, 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 blah. But I do probably will be back second or third week in September, back on the class. So you guys pray for me, okay? And everyone enjoy the summer. God bless you.
Thank you so much for sharing that, and good luck, and just do what you can. We have different resources, our videos and such, and just I hope you with your iPad can help you out through maybe that difficult time. But I hope you enjoy that trip very much. That will be a trip of the century. And I know it will, hopefully keep your mind maybe off of what you may have to do afterwards. But, it's good that you're getting it done and getting it taken care of. And, you're trying and doing better for yourself. So, that's all the summer is, with the heat and with, with what may be going on, good luck to everyone in your endeavors. And I do hope you enjoy your summer, as some of you may, and all of you talked about, the different things that you had done or will be doing. And I'm glad that you all enjoyed the apps today and learned something new. I really appreciate that. Hope you enjoy Zion today at 1:30, but I will see you all tomorrow with our session with the Legal Counsel for the Elderly. I really look forward to that session. I had a lot of fun today. I really appreciate you all coming on and learning more about these apps for summer. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much. And I hope you enjoyed today's session. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Alex.
All right, everybody. Enjoy your day. See you guys at 1:30.
And we'll have everybody have a great weekend.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
God bless you.
I'm encouraged.
Keep you in our prayers.
Thank you. Have a good day.
God bless you now.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right. Bye-bye, all.